In order to confidently divide algebraic fractions, we need to be able to solve quadratic equations, both where our coefficient of x squared is 1, as well as when our coefficient of x squared is greater than 1. We also need to be able to factorize equations which have a difference of 2 squares. We need to know how to multiply ordinary fractions as well as divide ordinary fractions. So if you do not know how to do any of these topics, or if you feel you need a recap on these, then I will put a link in the description box, so please do check them out before you proceed with this video. In this video, we will be looking at how to divide algebraic fractions, and we do it in the exact same way that we divide normal fractions, where we use the KS4 method, which means we keep the first fraction as is, we change the divide sign to a multiplication sign, and then we flip the second fraction into its reciprocal. So for number 1, we are going to keep x squared minus 7x plus 12 over x squared minus 9 as it is. We will change the division sign into a multiplication sign, and we are going to flip the second fraction, so x squared minus 9 would become the numerator, and x squared minus 4x minus 12 becomes the denominator. As we can see, we've got a quadratic equation as the first numerator, which means in order to factorize it, we need to look for two numbers that multiply to give us 12, and the same two numbers need to add to give us minus 7. So the numbers we will be using are minus 4 and minus 3. So we can factorize that equation as x minus 4 and x minus 3. And this is over x squared minus 9, which is a difference of 2 squares. So we can factorize that as x plus 3 and x minus 3. We are then multiplying it with the second numerator, which is also a difference of 2 squares. So we can factorize that also as x plus 3 and x minus 3. And our second denominator is also quadratic. So in order to factorize that, we are going to look for two numbers that multiply to give us minus 12. And those same two numbers need to add to give us minus 4. So the numbers we will be using are minus 6 and 2. So we can factorize that second denominator as x minus 6 and x plus 2. We can now look for any common factors in the numerators and denominators. So as we can see, we have got x plus 3 in both numerator and denominator, and we've also got x minus 3. Cancelling them out leaves us with x minus 4 and x minus 3 in the numerator, and x minus 6 and x plus 2 in the denominator. And because there are no other common factors that we could cancel out, this will be our final answer in its simplest form. For number 2, we are also going to keep the first fraction as it is, change the division sign into a multiplication sign, and flip the second fraction into its reciprocal. So we will keep x squared minus 4 over x plus 5 as it is, change our division sign into a multiplication, and put x squared minus 25 in the numerator and x plus 2 in the denominator. We can then factorize our x squared minus 4 as x minus 2 and x plus 2 because it is a difference of 2 squares. Our second numerator is also a difference of 2 squares, so we can factorize x squared minus 25 into x plus 5 and x minus 5. So we have factorized x squared minus 25, and we have also factorized our x squared minus 4. In the denominator, we have x plus 5, which we are going to multiply with the x plus 2 in the second denominator. As we can see, we've got some common factors that we can cancel out here. So we could cancel out the x plus 5 with the other x plus 5, and we've also got x plus 2 in the numerator and denominator. So this leaves us just with x minus 2 and x minus 5 in the numerator, and that is our final answer for number 2. So here are a few practice questions for you to try, so please feel free to pause the video and have a go, and then come back to see if you've got the same answers. For number 1, we are going to keep the first fraction as it is. We are going to then change our division sign into multiplication, and we will flip the second fraction to put x squared minus 4x in the numerator and 2x squared plus 9x plus 10 in the denominator. As we can see, 3x plus 6 can be factorized because we've got a common factor of 3 in both terms. So we can write that as 3 bracket x plus 2. We then have x squared minus 4x, which can also be factorized. So we can write that as x, and we will multiply that with x minus 4. In the denominator, we've got x minus 4, and the 2x squared plus 9x plus 10 is a quadratic equation where we've got a coefficient of x squared. So in order to factorize this, we would have to find two numbers that multiply to give us 20, and the same two numbers need to add to give us 9. So the two numbers that we will use are 5 and 4. So we can factorize that by first splitting the middle term into 2x squared plus 4x plus 5x plus 10. And we can split the equation into two parts. And if we factorize the first half, we will get 2x bracket x plus 2. And the x plus 2 remains the same there, which means we would have to have a plus 5 before the second bracket. This means that our two factors are going to be 2x plus 5 and x plus 2. So we can rewrite the 2x squared plus 9x plus 10 as 2x plus 5 and x plus 2 in its factors. We then want to check if we've got any common factors that we can cancel out. So we can see that we can cancel out the x minus 4 and the x plus 2, which leaves us with only 3 and x in the numerator. So 3 and x multiplied just gives us 3x. And in the denominator, we only have 2x plus 5. And that is our final answer for number 1. For number 2, we are also going to keep the first fraction as it is. We are then going to change the division sign into a multiplication sign, and we are going to flip the second fraction. So in order to factorize x squared minus 16, that is a difference of two squares, and we can write it as x minus 4 and x plus 4. We multiply it with the second numerator, which is x plus 3. And in order to factorize x squared minus x minus 6, we look for two numbers that multiply to give us minus 6 and two numbers that add to give us minus 1. And the two numbers that we will be using are minus 3 and 2. So in the denominator, we can rewrite that in its factors, which are x minus 3 and x plus 2. And we can multiply that with the second denominator, which is x plus 4. So the only common factors we've got here are x plus 4, which leaves us with x minus 4 and x plus 3 in the numerator, and x minus 3 and x plus 2 in the denominator. And that is our final answer for number 2.